Christmas is one of the most anticipated days in the entire year, celebrated by billions of people around the world with feasting, gift-giving, and visiting family. In the last video, we talked about the pagan roots of Christmas and how it fell out of favor because of the Reformation. Join us now as we consider how Christmas became so popular today. In the 19th century, the celebration of Christmas was revived both in Europe and America. One of the books that began the renewal was the sketchbook of Geoffrey Crayon, written by Washington Irving in 1819 and 1820. It contained some of Irving's most famous works, such as Rip Van Winkle and The Legend of Sleepy Hollow. 5 of his short stories were about the old traditional English Christmas, which experienced a great revival in America after the publication of this book. It was in 1822 that Clement Clarke Moore wrote his famous poem, A Visit from St. Nicholas, known today by the first line, "'Twas the night before Christmas." The poem popularized the custom of exchanging gifts. Although some regions of the United States, including the formerly Puritan New England, held out on adopting the celebration, by 1860, 14 states had officially adopted Christmas as a holiday. It became a federal holiday in 1870. Signed into law by Ulysses S. Grant. Charles Dickens, taking influences from Irving, published A Christmas Carol in 1843, which was instrumental in popularizing the holiday as a time of goodwill to all, and remains a popular book today. The phrase Merry Christmas became popular after Dickens' book. In many ways, Dickens reconstructed Christmas into a time of family, instead of church or state as in previous centuries. Not everyone agreed with the holiday. Christians protested that Jesus Christ, who the holiday was said to honor, was not really born on December 25th. Charles Spurgeon explained in 1871, "We have no superstitious regard for times and seasons. Certainly we do not believe in the present ecclesiastical arrangement called Christmas, because we find no scriptural warrant whatever for observing any day as the birthday of the Savior. And consequently, its observance is a superstition, because it's not of divine authority." Many of the traditional symbols which Americans still use to celebrate come from the Victorian Christmas celebration, but actually have pagan origins. The barbarians of Northern Europe had a winter solstice celebration known as Yule, meaning feast, celebrating the birth of the sun god Mithras. Part of the celebration was the burning of Yule logs in his honor, a ceremony which is still celebrated to this day. Mistletoe was a sacred plant representing fertility, and holly berries the food of the gods. Another pagan symbol was the evergreen tree, brought into the houses during the cold winter months as a reminder that the warm summer months would come again. For many Europeans, they also had a strong religious significance, including the pagan Druids, whose religion centered about the worship of trees. The Druids also used mistletoe in their rituals, using it to poison their human sacrifices. Christmas trees were popularized in recent history by Queen Victoria of England in the 19th century, who caused the custom to become widespread by posing for pictures with her family and a Christmas tree. The practice also spread to America and became common there as well. Today, Christmas has a huge economic impact. Stores begin advertising earlier and earlier, and spending in the United States increases 50% in department stores during the Christmas season. Bookstores have a 100% increase, and jewelry stores, 170. Huge industries have sprung up solely devoted to the holiday, including the 1.9 billion Christmas cards sent in the United States, and the 20.8 million Christmas trees cut each year. Today, many Christians complain of a war on Christmas from liberal groups which strive to prohibit Christmas displays on public property. What they do not realize is that the origins of Christmas have nothing to do with Christ. It was a riotous holiday based on worship of the sun god, which was adopted by the Roman Catholic Church to synthesize with paganism. As America makes the holiday more and more about materialism, we're actually returning the holiday to its pagan roots.